Hello. Okay, so we're trying it with music. Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Etc. The mic is echoey again. Why? Okay. Did that make any difference on the microphone? Mm-hmm. 34? Oh no, that's bad. Okay. Alright, my latency is on low. Now, Tawny is also streaming in the other room, so that might have something to do with the delay, although last time it did not affect. Now I am streaming this music. Okay. All right, so hello, Ashley. Welcome. You absolutely can. What is your question? Let me know if the music is too loud at any point, Kiana. I can always turn it down if I need to. Get that out of the way. Love relationship. All right, let me do this deck. Hope you're doing well today, Ashley. Have you done anything fun today, Ashley? Hello, welcome everybody. All right, so Ashley, what we have in front of us here is Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Swords reversed, and 5 of Pentacles. I'll show you these real quick. There's our Wheel of Fortune, our 10 of Swords reversed, and our 5 of Pentacles. So what does this mean? Well, Wheel of Fortune talks a lot about fate. It talks a lot about things happening because things are happening, you know, not necessarily because you've put any work into it, not necessarily because you have done any necessary steps to get there. Things just happening around you. It deals a lot with wishes and luck and hope, those sorts of things. Now, 10 of Swords is normally a pretty negative card, but when we see it reversed, that brings out a different connotation. So 10 of Swords reversed is all about feeling vindicated, feeling like we have achieved something or that we have gotten to a further place in a relationship than we were before. It's about kind of strengthening our mental bonds with other people. And finally, the 5 of Pentacles, which talks a lot about feeling alone or isolated. It talks about feeling like we're left out, like we don't have anyone beside us. But the thing that I always like to point out when we get the 5 of Pentacles is that we do have people beside us. Whether we know it or not, they are there. So, as far as you and Sagittarius go, this relationship, whether it blooms or not, is one that feels like it came out of a fairy tale. Like it's one that feels like it's... Turn that down just a little so I can hear myself think. This is something that feels meant to be. It feels like fate. It feels like you two coming together makes perfect sense for whatever reason. You know, that could be because you guys are very similar. It could be because your meeting was a super chance encounter. Whatever it is, for whatever reason, this relationship feels just very serendipitous. And that's wonderful. It looks like you guys are going to be able to strengthen your bonds here. As far as romantically, I see that you in the relationship are going to feel like you're the only one making strides. You're the only one pushing forward. You're the only one paying attention to what's going on. So I don't know that I see, well, that's not true. I know I don't see necessarily a relationship here, a romantic relationship. Now, remember, anytime we're looking at anything in the future, Ashley, we're talking about these cards representing a snapshot of where you are right now. So right now, no, I don't see that happening within a year. Now, if you are able to get him to be walking alongside you here, then yeah, absolutely. Or get them, I don't know, it's a him. Get them to be walking alongside of you, you're going to see a much different outcome. But whether you're in a relationship romantically with this person or not, I see that it is a really great serendipitous experience. So that's awesome. I think you just need to sit down and have a talk. Like sit down and really see what they want out of this and see if they're willing to put in the work that you are. I hope that that is helpful for you. Kiana, I turned that music down a little bit. Can you still hear it? You're welcome. I hope it was helpful. I feel like I need to, not this time, but maybe next time I need this. I'll mess with it. Oh my goodness, loud cars. Why? Okay, good. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Absolutely, you can get a reading. If you want to subscribe, you'll get a free reading, or you're welcome to donate for a reading, whatever works best for you. A little bit laggy today. I'm sorry, guys. My stream's just a little bit slow. I apologize about that. Oh, and then I hit the microphone and make loud noises. I'm sorry. I'm not used to it being here. Trying to find the perfect setup here. Hi, Anna. Welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Luna, welcome, Luna. How are you doing? Thank you for that subscription, Nikki. I appreciate that. You can absolutely put your question in whenever you're ready. Anna, we can definitely get you on the list. If you are not already subscribed, you can subscribe for a free reading, or you're welcome to donate, whatever works best for you. Luna, absolutely. Same thing. Perfect, Nikki. What's your question? I'm doing really well, Luna. Thank you for asking. You'll have to bear with me. I do have a little bit, I think it's like a 20-second delay today. Wow. Awesome, Anna. We'll get you on the list. Nikki, what is your question, dear? I see. Okay. Let me do a quick reading of this. Now, I will say that anytime we're talking about relationships like this, where, you know, it broke up and we have a lot of confusion about it, this might be a reading that we really need to look at more in depth during a private session. When I'm doing lives, I just do a really quick overview, a brief look at the situation. This might be something we need to get more in depth into if you want to book a private session. But let's take a look and see what comes up. Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to see everyone here today. I hope everybody's having a really good day. My day's been pretty good, nice and relaxing. Guys, as always, if you ever have a situation that is more in depth than we can get into during a live, you are welcome to go ahead and book a private session with me. That is a really great way. Well, all right, that came out quickly. That's a really great way to get a little bit more insight into a situation. All right, Nikki. So what we have here is the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Dove Spirit. So, starting with our King of Swords here. King of Swords is somebody who's incredibly honest. Honest to the point of blunt. Like, he does not sugarcoat anything. He does not try to make you feel better. He's going to tell you the truth, because to him, truth is love. Like, that is how he shares love. Now, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups talks a lot about being able to have new communication, being able to open up your heart and talk with people. I always like to describe the Ace of Cups as that moment when somebody asks a really personal question and you stop for a second and you wonder if you should respond to it, but you decide to. And in that moment when you feel, okay, maybe I can trust this person, maybe I can get closer with this person, that's what the Ace of Cups represents. Finally, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands talks a lot about standing up for yourself, kind of being on the defensive, being in a position where you're constantly having to fight to be heard and fight to have your views listened to. Finally, Dove Spirit wants us to be at peace. So what does that mean altogether? To zoom out, put it together, it looks like you guys maybe had a little bit of a tumultuous relationship. You had maybe a relationship that wasn't super clear, like your opinions didn't line up exactly, or maybe they just didn't listen to you super well. You really wanted to open up your heart, and you tried to, and it looks like you thought that you were opening up your heart, or you thought that they were opening up their heart. But I see that didn't fully happen. We have somebody here, I don't know whether this is you or him, but we have somebody here who kind of struggles to connect emotionally. They are super, super logically minded, they're super honest, and they just don't want to connect with the frou-frou emotions that are being presented. Whereas the other person here really needs that emotional connectivity in order to feel fulfilled, and that's what led to this rift. Now, as far as if you have a future, the way it stands right now, I don't think so. These are two people who are pretty different in their ideals. Now, I don't think that, there's definitely a way that you can get to that place, but the way it stands right now, no. But let's talk about Dove Spirit real quick. Dove Spirit invites us to be at peace and to be peace. Dove Spirit invites us to feel calm in our decisions, feel confident of what we've done, and to not go forth with regret or with any kind of negative energy. The thing is, relationships end, and it sucks, and it hurts. But every relationship we're in teaches us something very important. Whether this is a platonic or a romantic relationship, it always teaches us something. Now, we can definitely go into more detail if you wanted to do a private. I do a really, really in-depth relationship spread that talks about kind of compatibility and that sort of thing. It's not something we can get into here, but I hope that kind of gives you an overview, or at least kind of captures how you're feeling right now. I hope that helped. Again, I'm sorry. I know love is one of those topics that is really hard to get into in a quick setting like this, but hopefully it helped. Let me scroll up. I think I missed some chat here. You're okay, Luna. It's absolutely fine. We do not mind at all. I'm so happy that you came back. I love having returning friends. Whether you book readings or not, that doesn't really matter. Whether you're donating or not, I just like having people here visiting. It's nice. Jade, hello Jade. How are you doing? I feel like I'm looking a little shiny today. These studio lights will do that. Yes, Anna, you absolutely are next. Let's see, you asked your question earlier. Let me go up. Will your ex-boyfriend come back to me? All right, so same thing that I need to tell you is that it is hard to look at any kind of love situation in terms of a quick, abbreviated reading. Because love is so complicated, it is difficult to look at. But let's see what comes up here. The list is not closed, Jade. Ooh. That card popped out at us, Anna. Have to bear with me, guys. I am functioning at kind of a delay here. I think I have a 20-second or so delay. Okay, wow. All right. So Anna, what we're looking at here is 5 of Wands, Temperance reversed, and 6 of Swords reversed. Wow. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your ex-boyfriend or your relationship. I see that you had a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting, pushing against each other, arguing. 5 of Wands talks about little arguments, not so much big ones, not so much, massive life-changing arguments, more so like who's going to do the dishes. It's like little stuff, but it was pretty constant. It looks like you guys were bickering back and forth. You were very much in a relationship that was not balanced, that was not a perfect blend of who you both were. You were kind of fighting to meld together or to really be cohesive. You had a lot of differing opinions, that sort of thing. Now, first of all, the answer to your question, I don't think you guys are getting back together. I think that someone, I don't know whether it's you or them, but someone has a lot of healing to do. Someone needs to make a lot of changes in their life and really go on a journey to healing. They are denying that they need that help right now. They're fighting against it. They aren't accepting that they need professional or even personal help, but one of you does. And until that happens, until that help is brought into your life, I definitely think that we are looking at a not right now situation. Not right now. You guys didn't have the best relationship. Obviously, that's why it ended. And one of you has some serious work to do mentally and internally in order to really thrive. And we all know that you cannot thrive in a relationship until you can thrive by yourself. Hello, witty screen name. I hope you're doing well today. You're welcome, Nikki. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. Thanks for coming. I'm so glad you popped in. Awesome. Jade, you are up next. Give me one moment, my friends. Okay, Jade. Nicole will contact you again. Is he not interested? Okay. I'm going to use this deck again for this. I'm actually just going to pull one card here. I'm going to treat this like a yes or no, and then I'll pull a couple of clarifiers. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. Okay. All right, let's see some clarifiers. Wow. Okay. All right. So, first of all, Jade, we've got three majors here. When we're talking about yes or no's, we really just want to look at the overall, like, what the cards are, like what suit, etc. We have three majors here. That means good things. That's good luck. That's things being really positive, things working out the way you're hoping. We do also have a pentacle, which talks about things coming with a price. But yes, I think that he's going to contact you. I think that, however, he's going to be somebody who, something about this isn't free. Whether that means you have to give up time with someone else, or whether it means that you are going to be kind of, I don't know. There's going to be something that he's expecting from you. And I mean, come on, we all know what he could be expecting from you. But, there's something that he's expecting from you when he's reaching out, when he's wanting to contact you. It's not free. It comes with a price. But, yeah, yes, he's contacting you. He's contacting you soon. So, awesome. I'm happy for you. Just be aware that he isn't going to, something's going to have to be exchanged here. Hello, Sabrina. Welcome. Oh my goodness, I have so many new friends here. Hello, new friends. Perfect. Sabrina, welcome. All right. Yes. I hope that it was helpful for you, Jade. I definitely think you're going to get what you're wanting out of this. I just, Yes. Oh, thank you, Witty. That is very sweet. I always say the studio lights help. It's not what I look like in real life, but that's okay. All right, Witty. What is on your mind today? What's your question? All right. What deck do we want to use? All right, you know what? We're going with Old Faithful here. This has been our deck all day, I think. I think we've done every reading with this one thus far. Okay. So again, I'm going to do this one as a yes or no, because it is a yes or no. And then we'll do some clarifiers to kind of see what we're really looking at here. Sorry about that car noise, guys. Woody. Jade. Oh, okay. All right, let me see some clarifiers. I'm not gonna start. Oh, not gonna start predicting till we get some clarifiers out here. Let's give it a second. Sometimes the cards surprise me. Yeah, these cards are a little aggressive. Okay. All right. Okay, Witty. So I have one card and 3 clarifiers here. 3 of the 4 cards in front of me are swords. Unfortunately, that does not bode well. Swords pretty much mean a resounding no in any yes or no situation. Hello, Lavender, welcome. As far as clarifiers, like first of all, I think we're looking at no. Let's look at the clarifiers and see a little bit more about that. We've got Knight of Swords, King of Cups upright, and 10 of Swords. We have Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups reversed, and 10 of Swords reversed. Sorry. So again, 2 swords here. We also have 2 knights. That's really interesting because knights always talk about movement, travel, things changing, things being different. I think that we're definitely looking toward things not being the same for you. And I'm so sorry. I know. I can only imagine after 10 years how hard it must be to try to, pick up, right? Like do everything new. I don't think that there's reconciliation coming. I think that we actually have quite the opposite. We have a lot of aggression. We have a lot of betrayal. We have people feeling really overwhelmed, feeling very much like they are not connected. I think that, if you're wanting her to reconcile, if you're wanting this to turn positive, there needs to be like some serious work on your end because she feels so betrayed, so let down, so hurt, so much like she is not a priority in this. And I think that if you're hoping for this to last, if you want to be with her, you got some work to do, bud, because she's ready to move on. She's done. So I'm sorry, that is not what you wanted to hear. I know it's not. I'm sorry, but that's what I got for you, friend. That's what I got for you. Okay. That makes sense. So this is not coming from the cards. This is just coming from me. I think a lot of times people who do cheat are cheating because they're not feeling fulfilled. So, I mean, same advice applies here. I think that I'm so sorry that she hurt you. I am. But people don't just do that when they're happy. Do you know what I mean? She's ready to move on, though. And if that's the way the situation is, it might be a good thing for you to be ready, too. again, Witty. I'm sorry. I know that's not probably what you're looking for. Unfortunately, I say what the cards say, not what you want to hear. Sometimes they're the same thing, but a lot of times they're not. Yeah. Witty, I hope that you have brighter days ahead. I do. All right, Lavender, what is your question? Did you already ask it? You may, oh, you didn't. Perfect. You men are getting back together again, and when? Oh my goodness, so many love readings today. All right, so. Oh, that is actually, yes, I do think that Carol is next. Carol came in, I believe, at the same time that Witty did. Lavender, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and do Carol's reading, and then we will get to you. Thank you, Lavender. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. It's coming for you in love. All right. Cool. We can do a different deck. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come, friend. Come. Okay. All right. Okay. Carol, this is looking super positive. Of course, give me a second before I start this reading, but this looks okay. Okay. Thank you, Kiana, for taking care of that for me. Alrighty, Carol. So what we have here is 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and 5 of Swords. So start here with our 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is considered by a lot of people to be one of the best cards in the deck. It is a card that talks about home. It's a card that talks about stability. It's a card that talks about the people around you being people who feel like home, who make you feel loved and happy. It's about social gatherings. It's about organized events like weddings. This is just such a positive and happy card. Up next, the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is also a super positive card. It talks about victory. It talks about being recognized for things that you're putting hard work into, finally being acknowledged, having your actions acknowledged. Last up, we do have the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords talks a lot about the line between wins and losses. And what I mean by that is nothing in life is perfect, right? Everything that comes to us has a grain of negative, right? Like, it doesn't matter how cute your new puppy is and how much you love him. The fact is that puppy still poops, right? Like, you still have to deal with bad stuff no matter how good the whole situation is, and vice versa. In every bad thing that we experience, there's always a grain of good. There's always a hint of something positive. So, first of all, what's coming for you for love? Stability, happiness, recognition. You know, you're winning here. Like, you are going to find this love that you are looking for, this positive, happy thing. But the advice that I have for you, the thing that I really want you to make sure you know, is that this person who is amazing for you, absolutely amazing for you, isn't going to be perfect, right? Perfect for you does not mean perfect. So, like, it doesn't matter how great they are, they're still going to leave their dirty socks on the floor. You know, like, there's always going to be something. And I want you to remember that somebody doesn't have to be perfect for you, and it's okay, because everybody has flaws. So don't I think that this person's going to come to you and you're going to want to kind of cast them aside at first for whatever reason. Maybe they don't look like your type, or maybe they don't seem like somebody you would get along with, but give them a chance because they're really going to fit you well. I hope that's helpful. All right. Okay. All right, Sabrina, Lavender, Princess, and then Nav. All right, perfect. Guys, can everybody just give a round of applause in the comments for sweet Kiana handling the list for me? It is so appreciated. It helps me so much to have help keeping up with it. JJ, hello, welcome. Okay, will VB contact you? All right, we're going with this deck again. Give me a second, guys. I have an upcoming alarm that I need to dismiss. All right. Ooh, whoa. All right. That one came out real quick. So, guys, just so you know, I'm only going to be streaming for about another 20 minutes. We're doing a pretty quick stream today. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed. If I don't get you today, you'll be first on the list next time. So definitely stick around. Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lavender. Oh, you were talking to Kiana because I asked you to. Okay, perfect. Will VB contact you? All right, so first of all, yes, VB's contacting you. It's happening. We've got three out of these 4 cards here are majors. Again, we're dealing with something that is on your side, something that is you were very lucky in. It's going to happen. But I do want to point out that we do have the Hermit here. Now, the Hermit is my favorite. He's my favorite. I love him. I love him so much. The reason he is my favorite is because he talks so much about finding wisdom and finding happiness within yourself without needing other people. So it's important to note now that we've seen the Hermit here. Yeah, I think VB's contacting you, and pretty soon, because we also have a cup here, and when we're doing yes or no readings, cups talk about it's going to happen. You're not even going to have to do anything to make it happen, right? But I want you to make sure that you're not basing your expectations or your hopes on this happening. This is something that it's coming, but whether it comes or not, I don't want you to get wrapped up in the outcome of it, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's coming, it's happening, but don't let it be something that is like dictating your happiness. You know, I want you to be happy whether VB contacts you or not. I want you to be happy whether VB contacts you tomorrow or whether VB contacts you 3 years from now. You know what I mean? I hope that's helpful. Okay. Lavender, thank you. What is your question? Oh, you asked your question earlier. Let me scroll up and get it. You and R are getting back together again. All right, for the last time, we're going to use this deck again. This is my favorite deck for yes or no questions. Well, Sabrina, I'm not saying it'll be 3 years. I'm just saying don't need it to be now for happiness. Ooh. All right, well, we'll have all those. It's fine. Okay. Lavender Princess. All right, so first of all, do I see you guys getting back together? Yeah. It's going to happen. It's going to happen really again, effortlessly. We've got 2 cups here. This is something that's going to happen without you needing to put a whole lot of effort into it. It's just going to kind of happen to you, which is great. But here's the thing. This is going to happen with a price. This is going to be something that you're going to have to put work into. This is going to be something that you're going to have to give up something to have. And it's also going to be something that's going to cause you a reasonable amount of worry and anxiety. This isn't something that's happening painlessly, I guess. Effortlessly, yes. Painlessly, no. There's going to be a big change in you. We've got death here. There's going to be a lot of assessment from you. You're going to have to see where this person fits back into your life, and the ways that you have to adjust your life to make that fit happen. So yes, it's happening. I want you to be aware that it's not going to be painless, though. It's not going to be costless. There's going to be something that you have to adjust, give up, manipulate, maneuver, something in order to make it work. But you can make it work. When, possibly, was the second thing you asked. So we've got, we don't have anything fast going on in front of us. All of this, including our main card, is the Knight of Cups, which is all about movement, but it's reversed. So we're not talking about anything moving quickly. This is not a tomorrow thing. This is probably a within the next year thing. Yeah, Lavender, that is super hard. I think that it's really a matter of, like I said, that assessment, right? Like figuring out where this person fits in. I'm going to tell a really quick story, super quick. One of my best friends in the whole world is someone who I dated for 4 years. And I love him more than the whole world. Like, if you would have asked me when we were together, if I thought we would be married, I'd be like, hell yeah, this is my soulmate. This is the person I'm going to be with. But here, he is my soulmate. But he's not my soulmate romantically. We are just, like, we work so much better as friends. And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen with you, but I think that being aware that you have to assess where this person fits. And this person might not fit in a romantic relationship. This person might fit somewhere else. I don't know, something to consider. All right. Who is up next? I'm scrolling up to try to find the list, and I am blind and can't see it. Oh, Nav. All right. When will Aman contact you? When's? Which one? We're going to do this one. All right, so we're going to do lavender. Yeah. Listen, if he hasn't moved his stuff out, he's not ready to move on. Like, that's just how it works. He is still wanting to be in that relationship in some capacity. All right. All right, Nav. So what I'm seeing here, again, we've got 9 of Swords. Again, we have Strength, and we have 7 of Swords. So clearly this is something that is really affecting you mentally. Like, this is something that's really on your mind, that is kind of been a struggle. It may be giving you some sleepless nights, some anxiety, you're worrying about it. This is something that this is something in the forefront of your mind. Now, here's the thing. Here's what I need you to know before we talk about when. Before I answer your question, I'm going to impart wisdom. You are strong. You are courageous. You have the ability to do the thing, whatever this thing is, right? Whether this thing is letting go of Amon, whether this thing is reaching out to Amon yourself, whatever it is, you have the strength and this courage. This could be completely not related to the situation at all. If you're, thinking about doing something, if you're thinking about, I don't know, contacting your long lost dad, whatever, you have the courage and the strength. You can do that. We also have here the seven of swords. Seven of swords talks about trickery. It talks about deceit. It can also talk about not knowing, or not, I'm sorry, let me rephrase. It can also talk about knowing when to speak and when not to speak. It can talk about really being, it's a super Slytherin card, even though it's, sorry, whole Harry Potter thing. It's a super Slytherin card. Like, it's very much like being calculating enough to know when to speak. Now, when is Amon going to contact you? That is your question. Sometime within this next year. But I think toward the end of the year. We've got a 7, an 8, and a 9 here represented. I think we're talking about sometime late this year. Well, honestly, this could even potentially equate to months, right? So we could be talking about sometime in the next couple of months. I think toward the end of this year is a better assessment, though. So, like, I'm thinking October, November, somewhere in there. Yeah, toward the end of this year is your answer. I hope that is helpful for you. Love. All right. JJ, you absolutely can. We can get you on that list. There are a few people in front of you, and I am only here for a few more minutes, so we might have to get you next time. But I do go live every Tuesday and Thursday, so whenever you pop back in, we will definitely get you on a list. Daphne, welcome. Lavender. I think Lavender, there's a lot to unpack there. Perfect, JJ. All right, sweet Kiana, who is up next? I think I saw Amanda C. Is Amanda C still here? I don't see them here. See her here. Amanda, if you're here, say something. If not, we're going to move down the list. Luna, you're still here. I don't see you on my participants. Maybe you just came in. That's weird, Lavender. Amanda, you are here. It's so weird. My participants don't always actually reflect who's here. All right. Amanda, let me look at this. Amanda will probably be our last one for the night, for the day. Everyone else, if you're still on the list, don't panic. Don't panic. Next time I'm live, if you pop in, you will absolutely be moved to the front. I see, Amanda. Thank you. I'm shuffling for you now. Okay. All right. So first of all, let me say that Robert, if you decide to give Robert a second chance, you are being very generous, because looking at this, I think he may have messed up, which I mean, I guess is obvious by you saying he may ask you for a second chance. But it looks like he, he did not treat you well. He did not treat you the way that he should have. It looks like there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of miscommunication. There was a lot of, gosh, just a lot. A lot of trying to control situations, a lot of not letting you have equal input, not taking what you had to say, not blending your lives together well. I can see that it looks like he kind of turned your world upside down a little bit here, Amanda. So yes, first of all, yes, you've got 3 majors here. He's going to ask. Whether you give that to him or not, that's not up to me to decide. But I do think that he is going to be asking you for a second chance. Now, what I do want to say is that you need, if he wants a second chance, you got to make him work for it. I need you to make him prove through actions that these controlling behaviors, these manipulative behaviors, these not treating you equally behaviors, that's not going to happen again, because what we have here, my friend, is lovers reversed. Like, this isn't, I want to see this be upright. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need this kind of nonsense, so you better make him work for it if you're willing to give him another chance. I hope that's helpful. Yes, JJ and Lisa, come back. I'm here Tuesday nights and Thursday afternoons. Come back. I will absolutely get you on the list. Whenever you pop into those, we'll jump you straight to the top of those lists. Everybody, I hope that you had fun with me today. I had fun with you. If you aren't currently on this list and you wanted to be, let us know. Daphne needs to be on that list too, Miss Kiana. And we'll get with you next time. I hope to see you guys back again soon. Go ahead and like my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. If you need private readings, that's available on my website. I'm actually running a sale on Instagram right now, a flash sale that you're welcome to take advantage of. I think that's it. Yeah, Amanda, I'm so proud of you for being able to admit that. It's always hard to admit when we're wrong. But I think that there's potential. There just has to be work to get there. So maybe that work isn't just him. You know, maybe that's both of you have to put in the work. All right, guys. I will see you all later. I hope to see you back again soon. Again, Tuesday nights, Thursday afternoons. I'm here. Sweet Kiana's here. Bye, guys. Have a good rest of your day.